Emotional intelligence, train your neurons. No matter what professional field you are in, emotional intelligence fuels your performance both in the workplace and in your personal life, but it all starts with you. From your confidence, empathy, and optimism to your social skills and self-control, understanding and managing your own emotions can accelerate success in all areas of your life. Whether you manage a team of 2 or 40, or even just yourself, controlling your own emotional energy is a great starting point. We suggest starting with these initial 8 tips. They provide a good starting point to discovering the foundations of your emotional intelligence. 1. Practice connecting to emotions. Often, we lead hectic, busy lifestyles and it's all too easy for us to lose touch with our emotions. May sound weird. To reconnect, try setting a timer for various points during the day. Emotionally, pay attention to where that emotion is showing up as a physical feeling in your body and what the sensation feels like. The more you practice, the more it will become second nature. 2. Keep a note on how you behave. While you're practicing your emotional awareness, take the time to notice your behavior too. Observe how you act when you're experiencing certain emotions, and how that affects your day-to-day life. Managing our emotions becomes easier once we become more conscious of how we react to them. 3. Think and question your own opinions. Your opinions could be opinionated. People in this hyper-connected world, it is easy to fall into an opinion bubble. This is a state of existence where your own opinions are constantly reinforced by people with similar viewpoints. Take time to read the other side of the story and have your views challenged, even if you still feel they are right. This will help you understand other people and be more receptive to new ideas. 4. Take responsibility for your feelings. Your emotions and behavior come from you, they don't come from anyone else, and once you start accepting responsibility for how you feel and how you behave, it will have a positive impact on all areas of your life. 5. Positivity is a great energy. A big part of emotional intelligence is celebrating and reflecting on the positive moments in life. People who experience positive emotions are generally more resilient and more likely to have fulfilling relationships, which will help them move past adversity. 6. And don't ignore the negative. Reflecting on negative feelings is just as important as reflecting on the positive. Understanding why you feel negative is key to becoming a fully rounded individual, who is more able to deal with negative issues in the future. 7. Evaluate your weaknesses and strength. A key component of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, is the ability to recognize and understand your own character, moods, and emotions and their effect on others. It includes a realistic self-assessment of what you're capable of, your strengths and weaknesses. 8. Gauge your perception. Knowing yourself completely is difficult and it's almost impossible to look at yourself objectively, so input from those who know you is vital. Ask them where your strengths and weaknesses lie, write down what they say and compare it. Look out for any patterns and remember not to argue with them. It doesn't mean they're right, they're just trying to help you gauge your perception from another's point of view. 9. Note it down. You can doodle as well. Maintain a diary. Start by writing down what happened to you at the end of every day, how it made you feel and how you dealt with it. Documenting details like these will make you more aware of what you're doing and will highlight where problems might be coming from. 10. Understand what motivates you. Everyone has a core motivation when they begin a project. The difficulty is keeping this driving force in mind when adversity appears. All too often people start a project but fail to complete it because they lose their motivation to do so. Take time to understand what motivates you and use it to push you across the finish line. 11. Don't be overwhelming, take it easy. Sometimes emotional outbreaks occur because we don't take the time out to slow down and process how we're feeling. Give yourself a break and make a conscious effort to meditate, do yoga or read. A little escapism works wonders. And then the next time you have an emotional reaction to something, Try to pause before you react. Acknowledge your emotional triggers. 12. Have confidence in your intuition. If you are still unsure about which path to take, trust your intuition. After all, your subconscious has been learning which path to take throughout your entire life. 13. Jolt and channel your mind. Keep your emotions in check is to change your sensory input. Motion dictates emotion, as the old saying goes. So, jolt your physical body out of routine by attending an exercise class, or try channeling a busy mind with a puzzle or a book, anything to break your existing routine. 14. Schedule your days ahead. Don't mess with it. Ensuring that you create a schedule and stick to it is extremely important if you want to complete tasks effectively. When you schedule appointments in your calendar, you're saying to yourself, I'm going to do A, B and C by X date, and it's going to take Y hours. Once you make this promise, it becomes harder to procrastinate. 15. Have good food. This sounds like an easy one, but regulating what you eat and drink can have a massive effect on your emotional state, so try your best to maintain a balanced diet. 16. Don't heat up, just channelize. Funnel your emotional energy into something productive. It's okay to keep overwhelming emotions inside, especially if it's not an appropriate time to let them out. However, when you do, rather than vent it on something futile, turn it into motivation instead. 17. Consciously take interest. A key factor in managing yourself and your emotions is consciously taking the time to be interested in the subject matter, whether it be business or personal. 18. Be sensible and realistic. When you've set a new goal, be sure to give yourself realistic and clear aims to achieving that goal, and understand that change is an inevitable part of life. Achievement boosts confidence, and as self-confidence rises, so does the ability to achieve more. See how it works? 19. Never say no to learnings. Both knowledge and information are key for feeding your mind and keeping you curious and motivated. And with information so easily accessible, you have the opportunity to fuel your values and passions at the click of a button. 20. Come out of your comfort zone. The biggest barrier to achieving your full potential is not challenging yourself frequently enough. Great things can happen to you if you're willing to leave your comfort zone, so do so as often as you can. 21. Empathy is divine. Quite simply, empathy is the ability to understand other people's emotions. Understanding that everyone has their own set of feelings, desires, triggers and fears. To be empathetic, you're allowing their experiences to resonate with your own in order to respond in an emotionally appropriate way. It's a lifelong skill, and the most important one for navigating relationships, and whilst it may not come naturally, there are a few ways it can be nurtured. Keep in mind that good social skills is the heartline for emotional intelligence. In emotional intelligence terms, social skills refer to the skills needed to handle and influence other people's emotions effectively. It covers a wide range of abilities, from communication and conflict management to dealing with change, meeting new people and building relationships, and plays a part in almost every part of our lives, from work life to our romantic life. It's complex and requires utilizing almost every point we have already mentioned, but here are a few pointers for you. Please give your comments below. Thank you for watching. For more videos, please visit our YouTube channel.